We've had record crowds here at Saskatchewan Place. They had 8,378 for the semifinal last night. After 8 games, 68,000 plus, and after today's game, some 76,000 witnessing the Memorial Cup Championship, Dave.
I think the whole week's been a real good commercial for major junior hockey in Canada. The teams that were here, Laval was an excellent team and played very well. Peterborough Pete's certainly a team that's got lots of skill and very well coached by Dick Todd. And these two teams have put on a great show today, so it's been just a great week for junior hockey in Canada.
So the third period is underway. The Saskatoon Blades enjoying a 3-2 lead. Kruger, the goaltender, out of the net. The puck comes to Blake Knox. Knox gets it ahead. Here's Peter Kozowski, a delayed offside at the Saskatoon blue line. Toshiba Facsimile will present at Toshiba Color Television to the Memorial Cup Most Valuable Player. And there have been some outstanding valuable players in this game today. And there's Kaminsky, and you know, the Children's Wish Foundation of Saskatchewan, the Saskatoon Blades have adopted that as their charity. Every point Kevin Kaminsky got this season, they raised $7,400 for the Children's Wish Foundation of Saskatchewan. Some wishes are simple, others more difficult, but none are impossible. And what a great job that program has done throughout Canada and here in Saskatchewan. After the puck goes Bob Wilkie, trying to get out of his own zone. They'll try again. We're early in the third period. Bauer of Saskatoon fires it in. The two teams start the third period at full strength. Here comes Darren Kruger. Gets a pass on the right side. Heading for the front is Knox, but the pass failed to reach him. It's knocked down at the line. Here's Kozowski trying to set it up. Kozowski gets it over to Kennedy. Into the corner. Right in front of the net is Knox. Looking for a pass. Oh, and it just hopped over his stick. And the Saskatoon Blades get it again. This is Koser who scored the go-ahead goal late in the second period. Koser setting up. He's checked by Tisdale. And now it's cleared to an open side, and after it for Swift Current is Kevin Knopf. Snezzer behind his own goal. Leaves it there for Ken Sutton. Saskatoon Blades leading the Swift Current Broncos by 1 goal, and they jam it beside netminder Mike Greenlay.
Bernie, in this third period, it's going to be very important that both these teams play a very disciplined game. They just can't afford to take any penalties that would be of a cheap variety. They've both got to stay even strength, and that's tough to do when you've got an emotional crowd and a Memorial Cup at stake. It's really difficult for young players to maintain their poise, and that'll be the job of both these coaches now to do that kind of thing.
It's been 18 years since a team from Quebec has won the Memorial Cup. The last team from Quebec, well, Guy Lafleur was a member of that team, the Quebec Ramparts, in '71. Of course, there's a shot. Cornwall won the Memorial Cup, but they played in the Quebec League, but of course Cornwall, an Ontario team. But here in the championship of '89, it's Saskatoon and Swift Current, an all-Saskatchewan final. And Saskatoon, before a capacity crowd at home, enjoying the lead, and they try to get the puck ahead to Yellowaica. He's knocked down, and it's now brought out by Brian Sakic. Here's Sakic for Swift Current. Coming in with Lambert, trying to drop it to Lambert, and Jason Smart has it for Saskatoon. He shoots it in. Kruger stopped that. Now Swift Current. Here's McFarland coming up with Tisdale. McFarland at the side, trying to jam it. Oh, right on the line, and it's slapped outside the center ice. Brought back in now and spun around and knocked to the ice. No penalty there, and the fans offer the response there. They were a little concerned. McPherson trying to get the puck out. Feeding it to Darren Bader.
Bernie, that last chance by Tisdale was very close. That puck just was starting to head over the line when it was poked out of the net there, and it was a 3-on-2 again. 3-on-2 situation where Swift Current generated a scoring chance.
We've played 3 minutes. In period 3, Kruger out of the net for Swift Current. Christie was in there looking for the puck. It comes out to the blue line, but kept in at the line. Here's Christie, a shot. Over now to Darren Bader. Bader setting up for Saskatoon, trying to get it to Garretts. At the side of the goal is Jason Christie, and it's cleared to the blue line to center. Sean Snezzer. Feeds it over. It's stopped at the line, and here comes Swift Current. It's brought in by Wilkie. Wilkie puts on the brakes, leaves it there. Daniels a shot. In behind the goal now goes Sean Snezer of Saskatoon. And Garrett gets in there, and they hold it against the board. 16-12 remaining to be played in period 3 in Saskatoon. Their respective coaches, Graham James and Marcel Como.
Both of them have unique coaching styles. Marcel's got a very hard forechecking team who really relies on their checking skills to make them very competitive. Graham James has got more of a flow style, more initiative on offense, and both these two coaches have got different teams. They've both done a fine job in developing teams that play a little different game.
So the Saskatoon Blades enjoying a 1-goal lead here in the third period. They have possession. Colin Bauer. He gets it ahead now. Scott Sissons, who has scored one of the Saskatoon goals. Number 14 is Brian Garrett. Now it comes out to Sheldon Kennedy. Kennedy up for Swift Current. Knox heading for the net. Here's Kennedy, and it's knocked off his stick by Kevin Kaminsky. Slides out to the blue line, and Swift Current back quickly to get it. Number 15 is Knox. Slapped away from him, and it goes over to Danny Lambert. To the line, a delayed offside, but it's brought out by Blake Knox. Knox straight up the middle for Swift Current. Moving in against defenseman Sutton, cleared it into the corner. Peter Kozowski dumps the puck in front. It's intercepted and brought back out by Jason Christie. This rolls off his stick, and it's slapped at the line. Sutton trying to keep it in, failed. Kennedy goes after it for Swift Current. Now Kevin Knopf. Knopf leads a pass on the right side to Peter Kozowski. Kozowski, Sakic trying to catch up to it, and it's broken up and shot down the ice. Deep in his own zone goes Bob Wilkie. He touches it, and it's icing called against the Saskatoon Blades with the face-off coming deep in their zone to the right of the goaltender. Takes many sponsors to make the Memorial Cup a success. We'd like to salute Toshiba Facsimile for the use of the copying machines. They've really helped the organizing committee. An outstanding job by Toshiba Facsimile here at the Memorial Cup at Saskatchewan Place. Go Blades, go is the chant. The puck comes back to Swift Current's Darren Kruger. Kruger out to center. Trying to get it there was Dean Holine. Now he races right back into the Swift Current zone, but can't get to the puck. Up on the left side, this is Brian Sakic feeding a pass. Tisdale a shot, and Greenlay makes the save. As Swift Current looking for the equalizer, trailing by 1 goal in the Memorial Cup 1989. The respective goaltenders, Dave, Greenlay, and Kruger.
They both played very well. Mike Greenlay's had an excellent game today, and the Blades scored 3 goals on 6 shots on Scott Kruger, but they were good shots. Only the last goal was a tough one when it threw them, but they both played very well, and they'll both play important roles going down now to the last part of this third period.
And the respective backup goaltenders have been important members of their teams. Dean Koontz of Saskatoon and Don Blishen of Swift Current during the season to get their teams to the Memorial Cup. Now Swift Current. This is Kennedy moving in. It's got scores! Kennedy! Sheldon Kennedy ties the game for Swift Current.
That goal was scored by Kimby Daniels. He drove the middle lane. Sheldon threw it across to him, and he shoots the puck right past the screen. It just got the short side on Mike Greenlay. Once again, they score off the rush, and that's a classic example of a good 3-on-2. We pick it up here. Bernie and Daniels has got the puck. He feeds it wide to Kennedy, and watch Daniels drive the middle lane. He gets it back, and a quick snapshot just beat Mike Greenlay to the short side, and they're known for their ability to score off the rush and to go to the net, and we'll see it again here. A quick snapshot. Good effort by the Blade defenseman, but the shot just snuck by, and Now we're in a 3-3 game, and what a great game, Bernie. Watch this shot. Right under his leg. But Mike Greenlay, I think, was screened by the sprawling defenseman. It just went under his leg, under his shin pad, and just caught the short side. And once again, I'm not sure you can blame Mike Greenlay for that one.
So the play started by Kennedy and finished off beautifully. And a tying goal there. What an opportunity. Kimby Daniels capitalizing. Here they come again, a shot. And Soberlac let that go just wide.
That shot was off the goalpost, Bernie, and that's a big one right there. The Blades defensemen are backing in a little bit now, not holding the blue line as much as they have to against Swift Current.
Now Saskatoon's Darren Bader shoots it in. Swift Current tying it up, heading for the net now, trying to get the pass to Lambert, and it's intercepted and brought back by Kevin Yellowwagon. Yellowwagon in with Darren Bader. Yellowwagon feeds it in front. Snezzer a shot. Now Snezzer digs after the puck, and it goes to Kevin Canuck. And does this open up the action? Here comes Tisdale. Moving in, dropped it right in front. A shot. Great save by Mike Greenlay. End-to-end action in the third period. Here come the Blades moving in. Kaminsky trying to get a shot, and he's taken out of the play.
Bernie, this game is really opening up, and coaches, we're always kind of defensive, but this is entertaining hockey. I mean, this is what it's about. We've got 9,000 people seeing an exciting game with chances at both ends, and Marcel may be a little concerned about the opening up, but it sure is exciting. It makes for a great game.
We're tied at 3. Kruger is stopped, and going after the puck was Jason Christie. The goaltender, Trevor Kruger, lost his stick. It's in the corner. Here comes Swift Current again with Darren Kruger just shooting the puck in. Bauer going after the puck, and it's caught up in the mesh in behind the net. Action aplenty in the 1989 Memorial Cup Championship at Saskatchewan Place.